Now, Brazil is full of colorful neighborhoods that are completely different than where I'm from in the US. And I figured I'd take some time to go through some of the neighborhoods and show you some of the differences that I noticed right away. Now, these walls can be kind of intimidating to first-time travelers to Brazil. I know they were a little bit intimidating to me when I first got here because a lot of them, almost all of them, have electric fences on top. Some of them have razor wire. Some of them have straight up shards of glass lining the top of the walls. And so a lot of times I think what keeps tourists from going to certain areas are things like that, where it comes with a negative stigma. And so of course here, seeing razor wire, seeing electric fences, seeing shards of glass, it's going to automatically, I think, make certain tourists feel like they're in an unsafe neighborhood. And that is simply just not the case here. I have not felt unsafe in any part of where I'm at. I'm in central Brazil right now. There's people walking their dogs, there's people shopping. It's just a completely normal design feature here. No different than most American houses having fences and security systems. It's just their form of security system. And so it only took me a couple days to realize that that's not a reflection of safety, and it doesn't mean anything. So get used to it. I challenge everyone to step outside their comfort zones and learn kind of what's normal in areas and what's not, because there's great things to discover everywhere. And if you don't learn those things, you're just going to look at a place, you're going to judge it, and you're going to miss out on a lot of good adventures. So let's move on to some other features. Now, one thing to note are the gates on the front of all the houses. I think this part is kind of cool as well. The gates in front of every house are personalized. They're all a different design. You can get really, really creative with it. I'll try to show you some cool pictures of some cool gates I've come across. But I like that you don't know what's behind these gates. No one can see into your house. No one can see if you have nice things or not. People don't really wander around. And they can't really get in at all. And inside these gates, some of the times you'll open them and there'll be massive apartment complexes, there'll be massive businesses, and I just find that really cool. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. I'll show you some clips going inside some of the gates, and you can see how much of a stark contrast it is from what you're seeing from the sidewalk and then once you walk behind that gate. Okay guys, so here's a perfect example of the difference between the street view in some places and then behind these gates I'm talking about. So if you look down the street, there's not much going on. It kind of looks like a dead-end street. There's just walls for as far as you can see. Doesn't look like a whole lot going on here. But when you go behind this gate, you are going to see a massive, beautiful apartment complex. You're going to see palm trees, places for kids to play. Completely different view than what you see from the street view. So another feature that's different are these trash cans. And these are outside every single home. And they're metal, they're raised off the ground so animals can't get to them. And you just put your bag of trash in the top. And so instead of using plastic bins that often blow away during bad weather, these are all mixed in with the concrete on the ground. They're all part of the sidewalk. And again, they're outside every home. I personally think that's more convenient. I think each one being different and you kind of make it your own design is cool. And yeah, I kind of like how they do that. It seems like the trash is picked up all the time here. It's not kind of a once a week thing. Honestly, I don't see trash anywhere, which is awesome. It's just beautiful, it's clean, and I love it. Another thing to note is that the residential and commercial areas of Brazilian neighborhoods kind of run together. There's not a whole lot of separation there, which is kind of cool. So you'll have massive homes. Literally right next to it, you'll have a CrossFit gym or a coffee shop. And this is completely normal. It's actually, I think, really fun because when you're exploring neighborhoods, you never know what you're going to find. And it keeps the driving down. Brazilians don't really have to drive all the way across town to go to a business district like we do usually in a lot of the suburbs of America. You have to just get used to noise. And Brazil is a very vibrant country. People are always having a good time. I personally love it. Things like bars spill into the streets. They don't really put limitations on that. And so people are just having a good time everywhere you look. And you have to get used to the noises of that, not only from the city, but also, I would say, from my experience so far, like 1 in 20 homes have animals and roosters and chickens and all kinds of stuff. The roosters especially make a lot of noise. So it's almost impossible to sleep in here and miss the day. And again, for someone like me that sleeps all the time, that is perfect. It gets me up, gets me going. So just be prepared for that. If you are someone who doesn't like a lot of noise, when you come to Brazil, you're gonna wanna look for soundproof hotels and things like that. If you don't care, you're gonna love it. You're gonna wake up when the sun rises, you're gonna start your day, and you're gonna see people everywhere having a good time. You're gonna see a little bit of everything in the neighborhood. And what I mean by that is you're gonna see horses and carts hauling goods. You're gonna see delivery motorcycles. You can pretty much get anything delivered here. You're gonna see all kinds of construction and just different things in these neighborhoods because again, it's jumbled together. So you'll literally have condos being built right next to small homes. And people here don't seem to care about that. And I kind of like it. It gives everything more of an exploration vibe. You can literally turn the corner and it feel like a whole new district. And so, but yeah, when you come here, you'll see a lot of differences. You'll see a lot of activity. You'll hear a lot of noise. And if you embrace it, if you just dive into the culture here, I think you'll learn to love it as much as I'm loving it.